my name is Ismi. Here in this video, I will tell you about the embarrassing moment for me. So, here the story. Embarrassing moment. One of my embarrassing moments that was I often cried when I was in kindergarten. Why is an embarrassing experience? Actually, it is not so embarrassing. It's just when we are gathering with my big family and also telling stories. There is an experience about my childhood told. There usually the experience when I often cried is told. There, I felt embarrassed. Why when I was a little like that? I was ridiculed. Why when I was a little, I was whiny. Even though I know it is just a joke. Yeah, it is just a joke. I will tell it. Past, at the time, I was still in kindergarten. The beginning of entering kindergarten, more precisely, the first day of entering kindergarten is natural that the new students are still waiting from their parents. So do I, because this is a new experience for children my age to take the initial level of education. Then the next day, they were usually left behind. Their parents didn't wait. They were only escorted and then picked up when they returned. But it is different for me. In the classroom, I will cry if I didn't see my mother from the classroom door, even though there was still waiting for me. Only she sat waiting in area provided. Such events do not only occur once or twice. That happened a month. Wow. Oh my god, loud enough. From that, I was often advised by my mother. My mother advised me that I never cry anymore as my other friends. Not only my mother advised me, but my teacher also advised me. Then over time, I didn't cry, and usually I dare to go to school and go home from school alone without being escorted. Because indeed the distance from school to my house is very near. That was my experience when I was in kindergarten, and the incident often make me embarrassed when talk about while gathering. I don't know why. Why when I was a child, when I was little, I was very whiny. But my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, and my other family say there is a natural thing. They said my father was worse than me, much worse than me. And then I thought about that. I just laughed, and I think maybe this is the term that the apple never falls far from the tree. That's all about my embarrassing moment for me. Thank you for watching this video, and Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Mutrika from 1 grade of Mathematics Education Program at Semarang State University. I will sharing about my unforgettable experience. That is about story of my handphone is lost. I think this is sad story. Before studying in UNES, I working in a Jaya Setia plastic factory at Demak. I stay at my grandpa's house for 1 month. Every day, I went to factory by motorcycle. I went at 7 p.m. and went home at 4 p.m. I stringing of body robot to one robot for 9 hours and 30 minutes to break. I can many new friends. They are very kind, humble, and friendly. Every day, I sharing stories about what I have experienced. And they are sharing stories with each other too. Then, this is about my salary problem. I get a weekly salary and it was given on weekend. Alhamdulillah, I can work so I can my own income. I did it to ease the burden I'm happy on my parents with my work and I enjoy it. Then 1 month passed away that I had worked on Jaya Setia Plastic. I decided to resign because I had to go to college in Semarang at UNES. On Thursday, June 2018, I come back to Kendal. I'm going by bus. On the way, my bag was placed at the back by the clerk, and I sat in chair pretty far from my bag. At first, I was worried, but in bus was very crowded, so I could not move seats. After a few minutes, I went back to took my bag. Quickly, I looking for my handphone, but I cannot see my handphone. I checked it again, and it still was not there. I rushed to the back looking for it. Maybe it fell below, but it still was not there. I'm very confused. Then the bus stopped at the terminal. All the passengers went down, and on the bus there was only me and my mother. The bus conductor approached and asked me. I replied, I had lost my handphone. Then we were taken to where the complaint was lodged. I took care of it. After a while, I was given a question. Next, I decided to continue the journey home with empty-handed without my handphone. I think I'm very so sad from this event, and I hope I cannot repeat it again for me. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, I want to share my best experience. On June 30, 2018, suddenly, my mother's invited me to have a vacation on my relative's house in Medan. I was shocked and I prepared all of my needs strongly because I would be in Medan for 7 days. Next, on July 2, 2018, my family and I went to Suhata Airport at 6 in the morning. We went by car and arrived there 2 hours later, and we strangely checked in and entered the waiting room. We went patiently, but there was an announcement that my schedule was cancelled. It was cancelled about 2 more hours. It was so boring, it's so very annoying for me. The times came, at 12 o'clock, we get announcement that the passengers should get in the plane. We arrived at Kuala Namu around 2 p.m. We were all picked up by our relatives. They rode 2 cars to pick us even though we are only 6 people. And when we arrived in the big house, all the families gathered and I was very happy to be welcomed like this. The next other day, we went to the Agung Raya Medan Mosque and Maimun Palace. It was a big and beautiful palace. It's in the middle of the big crowd town. We prayed Asar at the Agung Medan Raya Mosque. It was 3 July, the announcement of SBMPTN Day. I was busy with my cell phone to find the announcement. I cried. I didn't pass the SBMPTN. My relatives asked me, "Why you cry? Why? Why, Amber? Why?" And I kept silent. When I went to Maimun Palace, I had nothing in my mind. It was none. But my mother supported me not to give up. I should focus on return to my destination on the vacation. I was taught many things about history of Maimun Palace. There was a big canal that when I listened like a boom. Next, on 4 of July, we went to Kuala Namu Beach. We splashed into the water. I saw some people trying a dog to swim and do many activities. But unfortunately, the water is not clear. There we ate curd corn, which was very sweet. We were there for about an hour because it was late. On July 5, we went to the Sido Manik waterfall. Along the way, we saw a very thick and beautiful tree. The distance from home to there was 1 hour. When we got there, we had to go down again to see the waterfall. I stepped down for about 5 minutes, and when I saw it, it turned out that the waterfall was small and artificial. A little disappointed, but that's it. We all went back to my uncle's house and we dinner. On the July 6th, this was what I'd been waiting for. We all went to Toba Lake by bus. There were about 20% of my relatives join us. We left at 6 in the morning and we arrived there at 3 p.m. I got off the car and soon had approached the beach of Lake Toba. Wow, wow, it's amazing. It was amazing. All the spots were good to take the photos. We walked along the edge of the beach, watching the wave until the sunset. It was a very amazing panorama. Then we took the bag and took it to the inn. Our inn is very close to the beach. At night, my mother, my cousin, and I walked around to enjoy Lake Toba in the night. We walked far to find our dinner because only few restaurants were open. At least, we found a small restaurant and we had our dinner. We bought grilled fish and grilled chicken. We all slept suddenly. On July 7th, we were invited to Simalang Resort. On the way home from Lake Toba, we just scrolled the three splash falls of Lake Toba. We got there at 3 p.m. Wow! It's so amazing! Again and again, I was amazed. The entry fee of one person is 200,000, but it was paid for beautiful scenery inside. There was still a lot of wildlife hanging around the trees. We went to the hill named One Tree Hill and we got more view. And right there, we could see Toba Lake from various angles. On the 8th, we returned to Jakarta. It's sad because there's still a leg of our journey to explore Lake Toba and Samosir Island. Because at the time there was just an incident, so we can't go there. We went home at 1 p.m. and arrived at Suhata Airport at 3 p.m. On the way, before arriving home, we looked for food, we dinner, and arrived at home at 7 o'clock. The experience was the most enjoyable experience for me, the best moment for me, and I want to back again to me that. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at @ambarkw and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Hi, good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rosadir Mesyuda Firens and you can call me Syahda. In this occasion, I want to tell you about my memorable experience when I am junior high school. This is 3 years ago. Yes, 3 years ago. Okay, I will not forget my first experience facing a police. Yes, this is Monday afternoon. It was such an embarrassing yet funny day when I worked with my best friend in junior high school. Her name is Imelda. My friend offered me a ride. Yes. At first, I refused her offer because she didn't have any helmet for me to wear. But she insisted and told me that there would be no police. Besides, she asked me to accompany her to buy a classic book in Gramedia Bookstore, Pandanaran, Semarang. Finally, I agreed to accompany her in Gramedia Pandanaran Semarang and go to the home together. On the way to the bookstore in Gramedia, Jalan Pandanaran, Semarang, Central Java, she wrote carefully and chose the alternative way. Even it look, even it took longer time and distance. Finally, we could arrive in the Gramedia bookstore in Pandanaran. Then my friend booked a classic book with a lower price, and I looking for the novel at bookshelf journal in anything in yes anything. After that, after buy a classic book or novel, we went. After that, we went to go the parking area in Gramedia because parking area and bookstore is longer distance. And then we rode the motorcycle and we choose and paced the way and paced the same way went to the go bookstore. We thought that the way was safe from the police, but unfortunately, when we just turned left at the intersection, we saw a police near the tree. Yes, I'm so afraid. I emailed them. My friend is so afraid because she didn't have SIM. Yes, and I didn't near a helmet because this is we are so crazy. Yes, yes. And then the police stopped us and the police asked me. The police asked me, where where is your helmet? I was so afraid because this is my first time facing the police, and with my second voice, I answer, "Excuse me, sir, I don't have a helmet, and I don't near, and I don't mean, and I don't near a helmet. This is my mistakes." I very sad, right? Surprisingly, my friend was also releasing her fault. No, sir, I have asked to her to accompany me in Gravidia bookstore. Let me get the traffic ticket.
Hello guys, today I will tell you about my memorable story. When I was grade 11 in senior high school, I joined Scout. I'm very like Scout in my school because in there I can learn anything: friendship, self-reliance, and the responsibility. My story very beautiful because it grew together with my friend. It began from I and my friend joined Laku Sakumlak. You know Laku Sakumlak? Yup, Laku Sangulap is one of the scout activities to be laksana. I was curious when I first heard it, so I tried to join these activities. Uh, a week before the activities take place, our senior gave some direction to the activities. But there was interesting here. Our senior gave the assignment to bring a lot of stuff, but they read out the item with code and so quickly that make our confusion. But we are not dispirited. After the day, we discussed together to bring the code, and finally we have done. Okay. Next, in the first day activities, I cannot I cannot participate because I represent the Smansa choir at the Chomal festival. The next day, I returned to the site uh, of the camp with three of my friends who joined the Lakusak Mulak as well. We went there before the bus, escorted by a senior. After I reached on there, I met all my friends. Their faces looked happy. Maybe it was the first experience for us to walk down the mountain. The sun gave me new energy. Before leaving Wistapak or Boy Scout, say goodbye to Simonglang Girl Scout. You know, Simonglang keeps stay in Watu Kumpul, while Sitapak walked into senior high school. We are Stapak. We divide into 3 divisions. All of division consists of 4 boys and bring stuff approximately 10 kilos. Oh my god. We walk very brave, very careful, and very full spirit. Up and down the road, although we was very tired, but we always smile. We walked for 2 days, 1 night. It's very crazy experience that I can do it. After arrive in Smansa or senior high school, we can breathe freely. When we arrive on there, we have welcomed by Girl Scout. They welcome us with food. We Sitapak very happy because after that we can eat together with Simonglang. I think enough. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, my name is Adila. I like to meet you again. This time, I will tell you my experience impressive. Have you ever thought that being an adult is fun? They have a lot of money, so they can pay whatever want. Take a walk with friends, explore all over the world, and other a lot that can be done by an adult. After growing up now, I know that my estimation when I was little about it was very wrong. Not just having fun. It turns out that there are a lot of problems. How we will manage them within sometimes not in accordance with our plans. There are many things that need to be resolved. And as for what to do, the main thing is to prepare for the future and look for identity. Have you ever felt tired of all this? Have you ever wanted that childhood to happen again? Playing, perfect by the mother when eating, being fed, being spoiled, invited to take a walk, and so on. The burden of life feels very little. When we were kids, we did not do adult. Not at all to think like that, but none of that could happen again. By the way, during collects like this we can learn many things. of course, far from parents. What do you think when you heard the word parents? How valuable are they to you? Good servants are the most important among many people. Those who love us, those who sacrifice a lot for us. We can see their love when we are away for them. Mother, mother, oh father. Their prayer are endless. Oh mother, father, I miss you. Okay friends, spirit for calling. Wake up and make your dreams come true. Okay, that's little experience for me. See you again.